Michigan. Michigan. Wide open. Big Bear Lake. Hey guys, we are here in Gaylord, Michigan for our annual mushroom hunting trip. And it's a little overcast, sprinkling a little bit. Decided to go with the tent this trip instead of the hammock. I got one of my boys with me. So I'm short one tarp, so going with the tent this time. So this is the same spot we had last year, right here on Big Bear Lake State Park in Gaylord, Michigan. So on this trip, we are staying in the Cabela's tent. I bought this for family camping over a decade ago. We used it quite a bit until we started RV camping, but it's definitely handy to have for larger groups of people, especially when I have my boys with me or any of my family with me. But I was planning on using my two hammocks. I have a Hennessy hammock and a Dream hammock, and I was planning on setting them both up, but there's just not very many good trees in this campground. So we decided to go with the tent this time. But I still may try my Dream hammock out tonight. Since I only have one tarp, it was going to be difficult to make this tarp work for my Hennessy, for my boy. All right, we are deep in the forest and finally starting to stumble upon some fresh morels. There's a big gnarly one. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. All right, go ahead and grab it. Big old thick stump. There's a good one. Little one. I see a little one right here. All right. Two more up here. Finally getting into the good spot. There's one. Where do you see the other one? Oh yeah. Well, so far we're not doing too well, but we have found a few, about a dozen. But the scenery is absolutely gorgeous. Turn around for you so you can see what we're hunting in. And Blake just found himself a elk shed, little elk shed. It is beautiful out here. Pretty comfortable too. The mosquitoes aren't too bad. Usually mosquitoes about carry you off. But I don't know. What's weird this year is that we're finding them around maple trees, and I've heard that they're also coming up around poplar trees, like tulip poplar trees. Normally, the last 25 years I've been coming up here, they're strictly around ash trees, but the emerald ash borer up here in Michigan has killed most of the ash trees, so they're starting to come up in different areas. So we got a maple right here, I'm pretty sure. And two beauties right here. So we better start checking different kinds of trees, Blake. Got ourselves a little antler shed, and I found one too. Well, so far we haven't done too well. Got about a ½ pound of morels each. But we have to be very careful where we hunt at around here, and I'll show you why. You run into signs like this. That's a pretty unique sign there. All right, off to a new spot. All right, well, we just got back from mushroom hunting today. Back at camp, ready to get some lunch. Didn't do really well, but here's what we got. Not very well at all. About 30 mushrooms. I have some friends out here that found bags and bags of them today. So I don't know if we're just not going deep enough or what, but they're growing around maple trees this year. So we're gonna go out tomorrow and give it another shot. Maybe we'll get lucky and find another load. Well, it's about 8 o'clock, our second night here. Got a nice fire going here. And I decided to put my hammock up tonight. My boy's gonna be sleeping in the nice big tent, have the whole thing to himself. I set up my new dream hammock Raven with my little homemade Costco underquilt. So the temperature's only supposed to get down to like 50 tonight, so it'll be plenty warm with just that little Costco quilt. This is absolutely gorgeous out here. The sun's going down. We're gonna have to walk down here and check out the lake. It's so calm out that I can hear people talking across the lake a half-mile away. The other campground's over there. I will definitely be going swimming tomorrow night in this crystal clear water to clean up. But all around this lake, all the cottages and cabins and resorts and whatnot are probably full for Memorial Weekend. And over there is the boat launch for the other campground, the smaller campground of the Big Bear Lake campgrounds. Look at that sunset. Wow. That's gorgeous. Definitely feel relaxed. Well, tonight we had an amazing dinner. We had deer burger that was hunted on our farm, homegrown asparagus picked on our farm, homegrown tomatoes picked on our farm, and yellow sponge morels picked today in northern Michigan. How can you get better than that? It was an amazing dinner. And now we have this amazing sunset on Big Bear Lake happening right now. Even though I bleed scarlet and gray, a graduate of Ohio State University, a big Buckeye fan all my life, there's one thing about Michigan that they kick Ohio's butt on, and it's fire rings. Check this thing out. They're about 2 feet off the ground, and they burn about half as much wood as a normal fire ring. And they go into the earth, so you can't move them. And there's heat radiating off of it. A foot down here, I can barely put my hand on it. These things are awesome. Ohio needs to get with a program on fire rings at their state parks, that's for sure. We are deep in the northern Michigan woods, and we just spooked a porcupine up a tree. I'll try to film it here. I don't have a zoom on this GoPro, obviously, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Right up there, about 50 foot. A big lump there. That's a porcupine. Man, it's kind of hiding, isn't it? It just looks like a knot in a tree from here. This view is not any better. They're starting to move a little bit there. It's looking at us. Man, I wish I had my other camera so I could zoom in on it. You could throw a stick at it. Well, we tried to see it anyway. Oh yeah, we just found a nice mushroom. Check this out. The big one, it's all stem. And Blake found a couple over there. All right, found a little bit of a hot spot. Found like 8 right here. One there. A couple there. And Blake picked a couple over there. It's definitely fun to find 5, 6, or 7 at a time. It's pretty exciting. You may ask yourself, does a bear really poop in the woods? And the answer is yes, I believe they do. Pretty sure that's what that is. I haven't seen a bear up here for over 25 years, but I know they're out here. Oh my gosh. It is freezing. I would say at best it's 60. It might even be 55 degrees. This is gonna be a cold plunge, but you gotta take a shower somehow. All right, here we go. You got him? Yeah. You don't think he can come around and get you? No. You sure it's a garter snake? I think it is. Don't let him come up and snap you just in case. Yeah. Good cow. He about got you. Bath time is over. Now it's time to go back and get warmed up by the fire. That water was freaking cold. We're just taking a little hike from the main campground to the smaller point campground. About a half-mile walk. Making our way back now. Saturday's about over. It's winding down, so trying to decide if we're going to stay one more night or pack up camp and head home. I think we're done mushroom hunting. I'm worn out. Well, our Michigan mushroom trip is officially over. We're all packed up and we're heading home. We're going to Big Bear Lake Campground.